Hello. So it's been a while. I was meaning to do a video sooner, but been a bit of a weird week, and so I haven't done as much as I'd hoped. But this is why I'm doing these videos. I'm accountable to myself, and doing these videos is kind of proof of me doing that. So I've just spent the last 40 minutes. I should have spent 20 minutes, but I did 40 minutes just putting this together. Just did a daily, and I see I've got some really good hair today, so excuse me for that. Okay, so let's jump in and have a look at what I'm doing today. So I've just made a daily, and a couple of things I learned today. So how do I start? So in this particular day, a few things I've discovered. Firstly, I'm using Davinci Resolve 18.1, which has got this amazing voice isolation thing come out. Doesn't work at all for a particular thing that I'm trying to do here. One of the first things I did whilst after leaving Portland, heading south, I ditched my gimbal, and I had this gimbal for the GoPro, and I was talking into that every day, and it seemed to work, although the GoPro didn't. The GoPro was fine, that the gimbal didn't work, and I ended up having to ditch the gimbal. It was just a lot of things to manage. It was just like one very delicate piece of machinery that didn't have a locking axis on it, and I didn't have a way to transport it well, so it was turning itself on in the bag, and then the motors would overheat trying to force its way out the bag. Then it burned through the batteries, all the other things that just didn't work out for that thing with me on the bike at that time. So I got rid of it and left it in Portland, and so I decided to try using the GoPro on the end of a stick, on the end of my tripod. And anyway, the long and the short of it, tried this out. It didn't work at all. It was crap. It was genuinely the worst thing ever. So I tried 2 times on this particular day. If we have a look at this bit of video I've got up here. And so I'm talking away, and you can't hear anything because it's through the waterproof housing of the GoPro, so that was a waste of time. Tried it another time, and because the orientation I had it in, it filmed it all upside down, very dark. GoPros aren't very good for low light, so I got these 2 videos that are like, this one's 7 minutes long, and this one's also 7 minutes long. Neither of them are going to be usable. I couldn't recover the audio with the sound isolation, and I'm a bit annoyed because I was explaining my luggage setup and how I changed things in Portland. I can't use it at all, and so that's annoying. So yeah, I spent a long time, made a lot of these. I tried RX, what was it called? Isotope RX 7, I think I used to try and recover the audio, get rid of some of the background noise. There's a lot of ambient noise in that particular video. I think it's like, sounds like crickets or something. It's like it's high pitched whine in the background. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, I've spent hours, literally I've spent hours doing that, and that's a complete waste of time. I have to just let it go. There was an additional thing that I did wrong, was that there was I don't know what it was particularly now, but there was something clipping or banging the tripod leg, or I don't know what it was, whether it was I don't know what it is now. I mean, that was 7 years ago. I have no idea what I did. But I tried to be smart and remove it. I've spent like a working day trying to recover this audio. Not today, but in previous attempts. I have to just dismiss that audio as something lost and wasted. Anyway, so what I've done aside from that, so I'll just quickly show you some of the footage. I originally, what we discussed in the last video, do in and out points, but I found that using markers is actually better. So done markers, because then I can have multiple markers on a video clip. And so if I jump into the metadata here, you can see I've tagged it as third person, it's forest, Oregon, and it's GoPro, and I just put footage of foot. I don't know, I just did that. Let's undo that. Okay, cool. Back to the daily. So looking at this daily, so actually, to show you on this clip, as I said, so I made markers, and in each marker I have sort of stated, I'm keeping it simple because I don't think this is that important. So I'm just calling this the good morning intro. Usually I kind of explain what day it is of the year and how I slept and how I camped and what time it is and so on. And so I've distilled the elements I think are worth keeping. I've removed the bits that aren't. I've used different colours to mark whether it's a continuation of the same narrative or if it's something different, and whether you can use that separately in different things. So I did that for a bunch of clips here. And so I've basically marked the ins and outs of those markers and then made a timeline here calling it a daily, and that's Yachats to Crescent City. I realised that from last timeline to today's timeline isn't a huge progress, but some progress is better than no progress, so we'll keep it at that. One thing I did learn today that may be quite obvious if you've used markers, I'm sure there's shortcut keys to this. I don't know where they are, but I didn't know how can I set the playhead to the start and end of this marker. I haven't worked that out. If you know, please leave a comment below. But what I have learned is that if you're in the preview pane of the clip, you can hit the three dots, go to markers, and then click on it, and that takes the playhead to the beginning of the marker. I guess what you could do here is, I guess you could set, I know the duration is 5 minutes and 5 seconds and 18, so I could probably say +5. Does that work? No, that's +5 frames, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, but if anyone knows, please leave it in the comments below. So that's that. I've basically put third person or scenery kind of clips that are non-narrative on one video track, and all the main narrative stuff in the first track. And that's today's sort of video in summary. I've done not a lot in the last couple of weeks, but I'm still working on it, so hopefully there will be some progress. I hope to just not be talking about this for too long, but anyway, that's where I'm currently at. If you're enjoying this kind of stuff, please leave a comment below. Let's go back to the main camera. Hey, one other thing, this camera isn't the camera I was using last video. I burnt out my last my new camera, my Sony ZV-E10. I bought it basically in the end of September, just before I got fired from a video job I had, which was really annoying. Anyway, I've left it rigged up on top of my desk here as a webcam. I've used it only once for one paid video job and left it the rest of the time on top of my desk, and it's burnt out. I don't know what happened, so that's annoying. I've had to send it back to Amazon. Hopefully it's going to get repaired, but today I've set up my old A7R II on the desk, which doesn't work very well as a webcam, but today's improv day, so hey, every day's an improv day. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Leave a comment below to tell me things. It's awesome. And what else? Yeah, if you've got any questions or comments, always leave comments below downstairs. Okay, cheers guys, see you in the next one. Bye.